Welcome to Roland's Travels. It's Roland here, and today we're at the Atwell Wilson Motor Museum in the market town of Calne in Wiltshire. Join me as we explore this wonderful little museum, which many have described as a hidden gem. It's the only motor museum in Wiltshire too. Here's the new cafe, which has just opened for this year, and it's looking good. Get yourself a cup of tea or coffee and a snack. So let's enter the first hall. We're greeted on the right with a rare Downton Mini, a highly tuned Mini by the Downton Company, and highly sought after. If you ever see one, consider buying it. Here we have a Calne, which at one time was the third most popular motor manufacturer in Britain. That was back in the 1920s, and this is the only one I've ever seen at car museums I visited, so a nice little treasure. The car collection was started by lifelong Calne residents Richard and Hazel Atwell. The first car they purchased for the collection was a 1937 Buick Albemarle, which is still found in the museum today. The little garage here, little workshop, is a nice little place to look at. Full of old memories for many people, I'm sure, and for others, completely new ones being formed. There's an excellent collection of models. This collection of model lorries here, and on the other side a cabinet full of many curiosities, motoring memorabilia, tools, all kinds of things in there as well. Other cabinets on a smaller scale, just across the way from here, is the Phil Clark collection, where there are more smaller die-cast models that Phil had collected over the years, now kindly donated to the museum. In the 1970s, the Atwells started using their cars for weddings, a tradition that has continued today, and you can hire your wedding car from Atwell Wilson Motor Museum for that special occasion. The museum is entirely run by volunteers, so it's great to see such people taking an active role in keeping this car collection going and looking so good, and in fact recently expanding the museum as well for a new hall, which we shall see in a moment. The Atwells founded the museum in 1981, and in 1989 the main hall of the museum was completed. It was expanded in 2003. In 2010 the museum was left to the nation. There's over 100 cars and motorcycles to see in this museum, so do visit when you can and find out about the history of each of the cars. This hall is the most recent addition to the Motor Museum, having opened towards the end of last year. There's a fine collection of cars here for you to look at, and for many will bring back many happy memories of days gone by. Now here's a rare car for you. A gearless Mini, a prototype. Something that you're not going to see anywhere else, I don't think. Let's take a look at the motorcycle section, starting with the famous Sinclair EV. There's even a nice collection of bicycles as well, including this unusual microcar. Let's work our way back to the other side, just so you can take a look. Now there's one more hall for you to see, starting with the pull-along electric float for the milkman. Lovely camper van there as well, a fire engine and a few other cars to take a look at, including some large American vehicles at the end of this hallway. Enjoy. For those of you that like your vintage campers, take a look at this Bedford. A wonderful classic, isn't it? So now let's take a look inside. Now here's a car definitely not suitable for United Kingdom roads, especially if you think of going down those country lanes. Well, I've come to the end of my visit. It's now time to go, and thank you for joining me at Roland's Travels. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care.